world, let's chat it up. We're talking competitions, uniforms, and all of the above. It's the Cheer Mom, yes, the Cheer Mom podcast. Cheer Mom, yes, the Cheer Mom podcast. Cheer Moms, your podcast is on.
Isn't it just your favorite thing when the minis get a hold of things that make noise? Isn't that just the best? Who are you cheer moms that are giving them whistles and ducks that squeak? Do they really need ducks that squeak? Come on. Like the tinies and the minis, maybe less mini than tiny, but the tinies, those like mini level 1 teams, adorable. Please don't give them things that make noise. They have so much energy and they get bored easily, but not when it comes to things that make noise. I sound like a grouchy old lady. My other kind of neuro spicy thing is when the minis are working on their back walkovers nonstop in the corner of my eye. For some reason, it really throws me off just to see these legs just kicking back and forth out of the corner of my eye all the time. And it makes me anxious. I don't know why. They're fine, I'm sure. But there's something with my neurodivergence that those legs in the air constantly, I get distracted easily. I could be in the middle of a conversation and you see those little shoes pop up in a circle or I'm like, wait, what's happening? And they don't run out of energy. They're doing it at the competition. They're doing it at warm-ups. They're competing on 2 teams. Then they're doing it in the hotel lobby, in the elevator, down the hotel hallway. It's like, where are you getting this energy? And can I siphon some of it from you for my sake and your parents' sake? No, they're the cutest and their little squeaky voices. And like the tinies, when some of them have like a rope that they hold on to stay in line on their way to warm ups, or like they have something they hold on to so that like they all stay together. Or they have groups of 3 and they're buddies and they look like little dolls. So cute. Speaking of cute and minis, we have a special treat today. Harper Booth from TikTok, from Instagram. Her mom, Haleigh, joined me for an interview because Harper started All-Star Cheer not too long ago. And I wanted to know what it was like to be TikTok famous. Like they have millions of followers and I've gotten to do all kinds of cool things because of their following on social media. And Harper was famous before she started All-Star Cheer. So I wanted to know what that was like from a cheer mom's perspective, from athlete perspective. And so I was asking Haleigh, and actually Harper joined us on the interview. I don't even want to say she crashed it because she did, but I wanted her there if she wanted to be. And she's a total girl boss. She's a boss babe. And Harper is in charge. This is Harper's world, and we're just living in it. I am convinced. So Harper gives a little bit of info on what it's like to be TikTok famous and be an all-star cheerleader. She talks about her favorite things about cheer. She and Haleigh both have some advice for people in cheer. Thank you so much, Harper and Haleigh. I love that you're in the cheer world, and I love all of the light that you bring to the world with your social media account. If you see them at a cheer event, they say don't be afraid to walk up and ask for a picture. And I love that they welcome it. They love it. If I get the chance to see them in person, I am not only going to ask for a picture, like I'm going to run up and just accost them with a huge hug because they are just so gracious and so sweet. So here's it was just girls hanging out. It was like we were hanging out at a slumber party or a cheer practice and just talking about cheer. I love it. I hope you guys enjoy it too. This episode of the Cheer Mom podcast is brought to you by my new favorite piece of clothing, my Apollo socks. I'm not kidding. It's like a hug for your feet. Listen to more of the episode to learn more and find out how you can get 10% off. I absolutely love callbacks, or what they call Easter eggs. You know, those little, if you know moments in movies and remakes and songs. And the cheer world has so many little things like that that are important to us, that are just specific to us. things like hit 0 and 2 minutes and 30 seconds, not to mention the letters that are so important to teams and programs. I don't know a program that doesn't have some version of this. You know what I mean? Like G3FCA2A, OAFAAF, SE4L. You get it, right? That's why I started TCC Jewelry. At tccjewelry.com, we don't just sell jewelry, we create conversation starters, from bracelets to rings and necklaces for all ages and sizes, and even custom designs for teams and programs. TCC has you covered. There's even opportunity for fundraising and kickbacks for gyms. So basically, we want to make you look good and help you get to your nationals events. Whether you're a cheer parent, an athlete, or just a fan of looking amazing, TCC Jewelry is your go-to. Check it out at tccjewelry.com and enter code CheerMomPod for 15% off of your order. Check out tccjewelry.com and enter code CheerMomPod for 15% off your order. That's tccjewelry.com. Enter code CheerMomPod for 15% off your order. So I have to, before we talk about cheer or Harper even, I have to brag and say that I am a true OG fan and follower because, and I know that I've said this many times, but I will always brag that actually I made one of my very first reels was a sound of Braxton.
That's hilarious.
So before Harper was even like in the videos, it was the Little Debbie cakes, Christmas cakes.
Oh, that
he got for his birthday. It's a classic one. I'll play it. You don't need to, like, listeners don't need to see the video to understand it.
Oh my gosh! Oh, you're my favorite! I know that. Oh my God! He loves those.
Yeah, so I'm like OG. Like when you were like Haleigh Booth Realtor on Instagram, and Harper like probably couldn't even talk. And then probably one of my early cheer mom TikToks was a sound of Harper trying to drink out of something without a cup.
Yeah, that's
and
a
you're
good
like,
one
you need
too.
a cup, and you need a cup, and I just had a bottle of wine. So
Yes.
we go way back. We're already friends. Already friends. And when I saw that you guys were doing cheer, I was like, oh yeah, that's perfect. I can totally see this happening. So before we get to that, welcome first to the Cheer Mom podcast.
Thanks for having me. This is awesome.
And let's like start at the beginning, because how did you even get the idea to start making TikToks on your own in the first place?
Like a lot of us adults in 2020, that was when I discovered TikTok, and I started making them just for fun. I was like bored in the house, nothing to do. And so I was like, everybody else is doing it, I'm going to see what this is all about. And really, I was just making them just for fun, no intention, like just to, pass the time. And I thought it was really fun to be able to be on a platform and share funny things. And then one of my videos hit viral, and then I just kept making them from there. It just snowballed from there.
It just went from there. And it's really a shame that you didn't have any kids with any personality at all.
It's a shame. It really is. Even like literally, I look back on those videos because I was just doing voiceovers and stuff. Like that's how it used to be, on TikTok. There was just a bunch of voiceovers and stuff. Yeah. And then I like look back to our old transition videos when I had the kids, and so bad, so terrible. It's so funny to look back on, but it's you just getting started. But even Harper, I think she was like 3 or 4 when we started making, and it's just funny to look back on, because we were talking about if TikTok were to get banned or something during the whole thing, and she was like, I've been making TikToks almost my whole life. I'm like, you have. You really have. So it's funny, but we love it.
And I saw you posted something recently. You got like a new phone and you were like, wait, it's not going to download to my new phone.
Oh my gosh, like complete panic mode. I was like,
Yeah.
I think I need to make a video warning people because it's just something you don't think about. You're like, oh, you get a new phone, your stuff transfers, it's fine. Nope. I like, as soon as Braxton didn't have it on his phone, I canceled it and I was like, we are not doing this.
Gosh. And
Yeah.
people are selling their iPhones for like thousands of dollars, like
Yeah.
iPhone with TikTok already on it.
Yes.
And they're making money just
I
from
know.
having TikTok
I'm like,
on their
are
phone
people
already.
really buying those or not? That's what I was like. Braxton's
Yeah.
like, yeah, they're selling it for all this money. I'm like, are people buying them though? I don't know.
I don't know. And we're not out of the woods yet. It was just extended by 75 days or whatever. So we don't know what we don't know what they're gonna do come next month.
I know. Definitely not out of the woods yet.
We'll see.
I hope that I'm just like crossing my fingers that it'll be,
it all works
it
out.
won't go away. Yeah.
That's yeah. We don't have to get into like politics about TikTok, but
Yeah.
so what
We don't need to get into
inspired
that.
you? Because you guys started with the transitions, and then you started with kind of those fun online memes of, Mom, you don't have any friends, and you work out every day, and Harper's what? So what motivated or inspired you to say, Harper, come do this video with me? Or did she initiate it?
I was going to say, first of all, she does that anyways. Like, I was getting my hair done yesterday and she was saying the same thing to my hairstylist, who's my friend. And she's, you don't work out. Blah. So she just says stuff off the fly anyways. And then I get ideas from other people. We put our own spin on it. But a lot of the time, if we just do like an impromptu just thing where we do, I pretend I'm on the phone with somebody and see what her response is. A lot of that is just completely natural what she says. It's hardly ever that we have to like stage or do anything like that. She normally like is the one to come to me and be like, let's do a get ready with me, or and then I'll come to her with ideas. And it's cool because it's like a bonding thing for us and like our family. So it's really fun.
Her get ready with me. How old is she? 7?
She's 7. Yeah. She'll be 8 in a few months.
So like her makeup game is on point. I'm like, what is she doing? Okay,
yeah.
let me try this. The broccoli video, did that go viral?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it did.
That was
it's another one that gets a lot of criticism, obviously, but it's just one of those things where she's young and she wears makeup, and then we get so many more positive, nice comments about how great she is at makeup and how cute she is, and then of course we just get the few.
Yeah.
You want to say hi? Then come say hi.
Hey, Harper. She photobombed the podcast. How are you? My name is Kristen. It's nice to meet you.
Can you even hear anything? Because I have my iPod or my.
Yeah, I can hear.
Just give me one.
Oh, just give me one. Oh, okay, she can't hear me. Okay,
there,
no, this
now
is great.
She might be
this is
there.
great. Crashing the interview. Okay, can you hear me now, Harper? Okay, it's nice to meet you. My name is Kristen. Some people call me the Cheer Mom blog. I've been a cheer mom for a really long time. And so I'm talking to your mom about all-star cheerleading and TikTok.
She can give me all the details because I am still a newer cheer mom. We're 3 seasons in. Feels like forever, but we're 3 seasons in.
And you're,
so
Harper, you did prep first, right?
Yeah, you did. No, she did novice, her first
Novice,
year.
okay.
She did tiny novice, and then the next year she did tiny prep. And then we moved to elite this year,
and
which
now
is
a whole new ball game. So really,
it's new ball game.
Really, this is like your first. I don't want to say official season, but first year of elite is it's a whole different thing. It's a whole different intensity. Harper,
and on
how
two
do you
teams,
and on
so.
2 teams? Yeah, Harper, how do you like doing elite cheer now? It's good. What's your favorite part about doing cheer? It's fun.
What's your favorite part? Tumbling?
Wow, what skills are you working on?
Stunting.
Oh my gosh. You have, so what you're saying, what I'm hearing is that you have no fear. You're not scared of anything, because a 7-year-old working on a layout, that's the big deal. Did you know that?
Yeah, that's what I'm like, let's just get all the skills in while she has no fears. No, that's what all the cheer moms keep telling me too. It's get them while they're young. And we've been doing private since she was probably like 5 since she started. So she's 4, maybe you were 4.
Harper, who do you think is smarter, you or your mom? Yeah.
See, it's off the fly. This cannot be coached.
Definitely me.
You guys have gotten to do a lot of cool things, from growing your audience on TikTok and having all of the social media fame that you do. Harper, what's been a couple of your favorite things that you've gotten to do because of your TikTok videos?
I feel like you just need some memory, like the Kids' Choice Awards, maybe.
Oh, Kids' Choice Awards.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. That's pretty cool. And you got to meet a lot of famous people, right?
Lot.
Yeah. Who is your favorite famous person to meet? We won't tell anybody.
Starman. Not Salish?
No.
A bunch of YouTubers that thing.
Yeah, I love it. Harper, I have a YouTube channel. Will you subscribe?
Yes.
Thank you. That's so kind of you. Before we talk more, Harper, what teams are you on so we can shout out those teams and watch them when you compete? Gym Time All Stars.
And Trouble.
Queen Bees and Trouble. Okay. And what competitions do you have left this season?
We have COA in Columbus next weekend. And then we have Sevierville, Tennessee. I think it's the American Royale is what it's called or something. And then we have Cheer Derby here in Louisville and then Regional Summit.
Nice. What regional summit are you guys going to?
The one in Indianapolis.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is us at the Kids' Choice Awards.
Oh, hey, that's amazing. And you got to do like red carpet and everything. It's just that's very impressive. That's a lot of fun, huh?
Yes.
It is a lot of fun experiences from just making TikTok videos. It's pretty cool.
So how did you guys discover All-Star Cheerleading? Because it's big, but it's a very small world that not everybody knows about.
Yeah, well, and honestly, because I grew up doing dance my whole life, and I didn't know much anything about the cheer world at all, but I knew about Gym Time. And I was like, I honestly started with gymnastics, and then I was like, this is not doing much. So we just ended up doing a tumbling class at Gym Time just to do some tumbling. And then we were approached to join an all-star team. So, from there, our lives changed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. And then you got there, right. And then what were your thoughts?
I laugh about that all the time because even like her first year novice, it's like you go to a lot of local competitions, like it is and then I started learning more and more. Prep was a little bit more like we did a lot more traveling. We went to Chicago, Atlanta, we did a lot more, but then you start to really realize like the commitment and you're like, it's funny because I always joke about, we signed up for a tumbling class and now it's like full on commitment, which is
$50 a month tumbling class.
Right.
And now.
Yeah. $50 a month. And now here we are, 2 teams, like 3 seasons in. But she loves it. She loves being at the gym. She loves.
I lost you. Okay. There we go.
Cheer with.
Just say it's my turn to talk.
Yeah, I did. It's not yours. Anyways, I started off cheer with a private in sparkly boots and not dressed up for cheer at all.
That is actually a really funny story.
Okay.
I brought her into her first tumbling class. I was like, I don't know what they wear. And so she came in like this sparkly jacket, like cargo boots, and she had shorts and like a t-shirt on or something. And so I imagine she came in style. I imagine she'd take the cargo boots off, and her coach was like, she didn't want to take them off. So like the very first videos I have of her tumbling on a wedge is like in cargo boots and this sparkly sequin jacket. So funny. I'm like,
that's awesome.
The more you learn, but.
That was the first time at Gym Time I used to do gymnastics at that point.
Yeah.
And then that's whenever I was like, should I do gymnastics or cheer?
Mm-hmm.
And then I chose cheer.
And then he chose cheer.
And then I started cheer.
What made you choose cheer over gymnastics?
It was like bigger and stuff. And then for gymnastics, all we did is walk on a beam or something. And then my brother used to do these ninja classes there or whatever at the same gym place I did it at. And I feel like cheer was I liked it way more than gymnastics.
I could see that. And cheer maybe lets you express your true self a little bit more than gymnastics. Do you think that's true?
Yes.
Yeah. You don't even have to work on facials. That's just like your face, isn't it?
Yeah.
This episode of the Cheer Mom podcast is brought to you by Apollo Performance Socks. As a longtime seasoned cheer mom, I have seen firsthand how demanding this sport can be on young athletes' bodies, especially their feet and ankles. Enter Apollo Performance Socks. These socks are seriously a game changer. The targeted support and compression have made a world of difference, not just for athletes, but for me, I'm not an athlete. It literally feels like a hug for your feet. I had a cheer mom tell me it feels like these socks were licked onto my feet by kittens. Apollo Performance Socks help athletes to practice longer, recover faster, and focus on performance instead of pain. If your cheer athlete is dealing with foot or ankle issues, I highly recommend giving Apollo socks a try. Visit apolloperformance.com and use code CHEERMOM2024 for 10% off of your order. That's Apollo, APOLLA, performance.com, and enter code CHEERMOM2024. Harper, I was just telling your mom this. I learned a lot from you about how to put on makeup. You're really good. You're really good at putting on makeup. So don't stop doing those get ready with me videos. And when you did the freckles with the broccoli, that was genius. That was genius. I don't care how silly your mom said it was or thought it was. That was so smart. I was like, wow, it really does look like she has freckles.
It really did. Even at the end, I was like, huh, it really does look like freckles.
I should try that.
That's funny. I know. Maybe I should do this.
So, Haleigh, what are some of the challenges that you face as a newer cheer mom and especially a new elite cheer mom?
Honestly, I think it's just still learning everything, like everything that comes with. We've gotten used to all the traveling. We love traveling with our cheer parent friends and like her cheer friends. It's so much fun, but it's still just understanding everything. It's so funny. Me and one of my other cheer mom friends will be like looking at the judges' scores and we're like, what is going on? Like, we're just trying to figure out everything, but it's so much fun. It's a learning experience, but we love it.
What are the things that you are, because like when I started with elite, I was like, everyone's a bid. We got to get a bid. We might get a bid. We might not get a bid. We'll get a bid at this competition. And I was like, hold on. What is a bid?
Yeah.
Can we just start there? What is a bid?
Can we back up at the bid? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how I am too. I'm like, because we have obviously like all different levels at our gym, just like any gym. And I'm the same way. I'm like, what's a partial pay? Some of them are like pretty self-explanatory. And then others, I'm like, at large bid. Can we go back to that? You know what I mean? So luckily at her age level, I think that they can still get bids to regional summit and stuff like that. But I'm still learning all of it. I'm sure I'll get it one day.
You'll get it and then they'll change it.
As soon as I get it, they're going to change it. It's going to be a new bid that I don't know about.
I thought they changed the age grid every couple of years, and I thought that I had it down, and my daughter was 12 turning 13, and I was like, she can't be on this team, but she can be on this team, and the cheer moms were like, no, they changed that.
Yeah.
I can't keep up. Just tell me when to bring her to practice.
Exactly. Just tell me when to be there and I'll show up. Yeah, that's what I did hear. They changed the age grid, and like for our gym, at least right now, that's why she's on 2 teams. It's because she has to be on the tiny team because of her age to cross over to the mini team. I'm sure certain gyms are like have different rules on that, but that's why she's on 2 teams this year. So next year we'll be out of the tiny.
Yeah, it depends on, are you competing varsity? Are you competing independent events? Like sometimes the independent events have different rules, and so you can, it's a whole thing. So
right, which our gym is like all varsity, so we pretty much stick to those rules and regulations. So
traveling on like how we back home from California, sometimes we get to have friends on our plane, and then so that keeps me like awake, so that then after stop giggling, Braxton. After like the plane, if the next day, if we're going to California for a competition, we get off of it. Since I stayed awake with the friends, everybody else, we can have one sleep, and then we'll have energy the next morning.
She likes traveling with her friends.
That's the most fun part. Like when you're out of the gym and you get to the airport and you get to the gate and you see all of these cheer friends. I think that's so fun. That feeling never gets old.
Yeah. And this was our first time going I think the gym's first time going to California, and it was a lot of fun. That spirit sports competition was
I love Palm Springs.
amazingly
It's
ran.
So much,
yes, it was so good.
Huge duck.
She suckered me into the big duck. You
wow.
know the big ducks.
I know
Yeah.
the big ducks.
Yeah.
I know the big
Yeah.
ducks that
So
hop in.
There, you got like a few free things, like one boat.
If you get the big duck, you get like free little bracelets and charms,
Oh.
as you should with
I
the
got
price
a
of the
lot.
duck.
I got a lot of it.
So they just do that for everybody, not just for you because you're famous?
Yes, they do it for everybody.
I love that. I love that for
Yeah.
everybody. So speaking of being TikTok famous, Harper, is it hard when you're trying to focus at cheer practice or at cheer competitions? Do people come up to you all the time or do they let you work?
They normally, like, my mom's normally here, my mom, but normally her is the one who, like, they're so nervous to come up to us, but they're like, we can tell that they know us. So she's normally the one who has to like, come up to them and be like, do you want a picture? Stuff like
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yes,
That
They
way to do it.
usually, yeah, like there'll be a lot of girls, they'll wait until she's done performing and then she'll come off and they want pictures and stuff. And some are just so nervous and I'm like, I feel like I need to initiate and be like, do you want a picture and everything? Because to us, we're just regular people and I
You
get
guys
it.
are
but
more outgoing than I am because I know that face that you're talking about, the people that are like, they're like
Yeah.
looking at you like this. And sometimes they just want to look. And I'm too much of an introvert to know the difference. And I'm like,
Yeah.
so I'll be like, hi.
Yeah.
And then if they open up, but sometimes they just want to look from far away. And you're nicer than I am because I would just like wave and be like, so maybe I should offer to take. I just don't ever want to assume. For me, like you guys, I don't have 1 million followers or anything, but for me, I don't want to assume that they want a picture.
Right. And then it's, oh, no, it wasn't that.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
they're like, I
okay,
was looking at the
never
person
mind.
behind you.
Yeah. No, I usually for sure wait until I know, like I'll wait a lot and then I can see and I see what's going on here. And
Does she want to say hi to Braxton? He's right here.
Yeah. I totally want to say hi to Braxton.
Yeah, she wants to say hi to me. Oh, don't.
Braxton's chilling down here. Say hi.
Everybody's here. Hey, Braxton. I'm a fan of yours too.
She said she's a fan of yours too.
Cheer competitions, like even take Palm Springs, for example, that's a lot. It's stressful. It's a lot of stimulation. You're away from home. You're in unfamiliar places. That's a lot, just like when you're a cheer mom and a cheerleader. Does the added notoriety, does that add stress to you or does it make it more fun? We don't want to discourage people from walking up. I'm just curious if it's just like this added layer of stimulation.
It's not any stress to me. I don't think it's any stress to her. She loves meeting new people and she loves saying hi and she loves taking pictures with people. So I think it's fun for her too. Because I'm sure you could get, she's very social. She loves talking to people.
Got like more used to it and stuff after that Rebel meet and greet since all people were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
she got
really
used
cool.
to it after the Rebel meet and greet. So she just, I think that helped her like feel more at ease to keep doing that over and over again.
Okay. Good practice.
Yeah.
Harper, do you go to school or do you school at home?
School at home. I'm homeschooled.
Okay. So what does a normal day in the life of Harper look like?
She wakes up and normally it's cool because she has a teacher on a Zoom call.
Search K-12 Zone and then it will pop up and then whenever I scan my face, it just puts in my login. So that then I have a whole entire plan.
Okay.
So,
are you a morning person or no?
No.
Me neither. Yeah, me neither.
Heck no. Heck no.
I'm a daytime person.
I'm like between 11 and 1:30 that's my
driving
spot.
hours. Right.
Don't bother me before or after that.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, and then do you have cheer practice every day?
Not every day. If I only have a week, I only have like 2 or 1 break.
Okay.
So
She has 3 days off.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
Like today I have cheer, tomorrow I have cheer, the next day I have it.
Do you love it or is it a little stressful sometimes?
Sometimes I'm like, today I'm happy going to cheer, but sometimes I'm like, I'm too tired and I don't want to go today, but I have to.
Yeah.
And then
we all feel that.
In the middle of it, I'm like, this is exhausting, but but I start to have fun, and then whenever it's like time to leave, I'm like, thank God. It's like
that.
Well, especially, we have Sunday practices, and she has a double Sunday practice because of two teams. So it's a long day. But she never complains. She loves being at the gym. So that's always a plus. She never complains about going.
Stretching class, tumbling class, they're like the same thing. I have and tumbling class, but it's all one class. So you do half stretching, half tumbling. And then I have an hour break, right? It's called no break. And then I have Queen Bee's practice. So I have half. I used to do something called Hyperflex, and it's where
it is just a stretching class. Yeah.
And I hear you're working on your needle. Is that helping you with getting your needle? Are you stretching at home?
No.
You got to stretch at home, girl.
See?
If you want to get that needle, if you want to keep going, you got to stretch at home.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I keep telling her. Look. She's out of the...
Let me see.
I think so.
Yeah, I can see you. Here we go.
You don't do that anymore.
Nice.
We're getting close. We're getting close. We got that kick score. We're getting closer to the needle.
I can't even grab my ankle behind me.
So, yeah. Much better than us.
She never works out. She's so old.
I'm older than your mom. So what does that make me? Ancient?
No, you're actually young. She's like 90.
Thank you.
Anyways. And then also whenever she says that, like today, if she said she was going to work out yesterday, it means in 10 years. I literally called my grandma because that's her mom, because she would know. And she said that it's true that if she says I'm going to work out tomorrow, it means in 10 years. Yeah, she does one push-up every day.
Well,
Braxton said she does one push-up every day.
We intend to work out, but there's a lot of stuff that moms do that keep us from working out.
Yeah, busy. Very busy.
If only the cheer gyms had a workout room for the parents, that would be awesome.
See, I would get her to go.
Sitting watching, I could be working out.
You would not be working out. If they had it, I would try to get you.
We keep talking about having a parent team. How funny that would be.
We had a team one year where the moms would go down and do conditioning with the girls at the end of practice.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. That would be.
Harper, when you guys, and Haleigh, when you guys make videos, I know sometimes it's just impromptu, but do you guys do you have a plan weekly or something where you're like, it's time to make a video? Because I know you do unboxing videos and things like that, or is that just when you feel like it?
We don't have she asked me, not you, don't try to talk.
I did say both of you, but Harper, you can go first.
Whenever we don't have a plan, but we have to film a lot of stuff today, but we'll say we have to get this done today because we have a box of clothes in there. We have a whole bunch of boxes that we have to unbox. But we always say, we'll do this tomorrow, we'll do that today, but it never happens because we get busy doing other stuff.
Yes, we don't I'm really bad at planning ahead of time, that stuff, especially with our schedule. So it's one of those things where I have a mental note or I'll make a note. I want to make that video. We're going to make that video, but it's just, if I feel like we have time that day, we're going to make videos that day. So it's random. It's not planned, but I try to at least plan what I want to do so that I don't forget.
I'm the one who always says, hey mom, we're going to do it, get ready with me. And she's like, no, not right now. I look horrible. I'm like, yeah, you look horrible, and I get ready with me is supposed to make you look good. And you can put a filter on to cover all of your wrinkles.
Yeah.
Because she has 100 wrinkles. Oh, she covered up her makeup.
Yeah, I did with my makeup.
Yeah, she has 100 wrinkles.
I have 100 wrinkles too. And I use your makeup tips to cover them up.
Thanks, Braxton.
Harper, are you ever, I don't feel like making a TikTok video today?
Sometimes, whenever I'm like already comfy in bed and already watching my show and stuff, and then she disturbs me, hey, we're going to make a TikTok. And her favorite one, she always says, let's do this one. And then, it's your favorite song. It's the Butter Coco now, whatever it says.
And she'll be like, I'm tired.
I'm
so then
okay.
I'm like, okay, I guess we'll do it tomorrow.
energy. You have a lot of energy, Harper. Okay, so last question for both of you. And Harper, you can go first, and then you got to let your mom answer. Harper, what advice would you give to all-star cheerleaders?
To whenever, if you get hurt in something or anything, you don't have to have facials because it doesn't matter to a score. And to whenever you like get upset if you don't win, it's okay if you don't win because it's best if you get in the top 3, but even if you don't, it's okay. And
I love that advice. I love that. Haleigh, what's in your new cheer mom years? You've learned a lot. What advice would you give to other cheer moms?
I would say just enjoy the experience, and there's a lot of ups and downs with different teams you're on and friends, and I think that just being in the moment, enjoying the experience, and just take it step by step because it can be very overwhelming. I'm sure every mom would agree with me on that, but just making sure to live in the moment and take a lot of pictures and soak it all in because I know it's going to fly by.
Take a lot of pictures. Yes, I love that. And moms, get in the pictures.
Yeah.
I don't have nearly enough pictures of my daughter and me at cheer stuff for lots of reasons, but take a lot of pictures, take a lot of videos. Who knows? You could be famous on social media one day and you'll need those old cheer videos.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So it's just fun. I know that I'm going to want to look back on all of it. So I take a ton of pictures and videos.
And whenever we do all the TikTok and YouTube stuff and everything, sometimes they tell us to film a lot of stuff and then post it on YouTube and TikTok and stuff like that. And
she's saying people in the comments will comment on our videos and they'll say, take a video, or we want to see Harper's routine, but we can't post her routine, or we want to see Harper tumbling or something like that.
So on the account, there's just clips of my stunts and stuff for them, and then she adds the little comment at the top, and then she has probably still stressed out because she just found out today she knew that they asked her to get clips through in California and stuff, but she forgot to get videos of the game room.
The game room in her house, yes. We have to do we're doing a house tour, Didn't get a video of the game room somehow, so we'll figure that one out.
Harper, if you ever need a job as a social media assistant, you let me know.
Okay.
Because I think you'd be really good at that. You've got enough on your plate now. Just keep it in mind for later. It was wonderful to talk to you both and meet you both, at least in this way. Hopefully sometime soon we'll get to see each other at an event in person, but there's so many that root you on at cheer competitions. Thank you both for being so positive and being a light on social media and making us smile every time.
We love doing it, so that's the most important part.
All right, Harper, be good.
Okay.
Just like no promises.
I know, right.
What up, party people? This is Jason Larkins, host of the Let's Talk Cheer podcast, and I've teamed up with Kristen Wheeler of the Cheer Mom podcast and Dan Cotton of the Cheer Biz podcast.
That's right. Hey, everybody, Kristen here. We know that you love cheer, so why not dive into more perspectives? Tune into my podcast, the Cheer Mom podcast, for cheer issues spoken from the parent's perspective. Then head over to Dan's podcast, the Cheer Biz podcast, to learn from a gym owner on how to run a successful cheer business. And of course, don't miss the Let's Talk Cheer podcast featuring Jason Larkins, the one that we all know and love, where they talk about cheer from a coach's perspective.
Which means whether you're a coach, a cheer parent, or a gym owner, we've got you covered. Find all 3 podcasts on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and stay tuned for new episodes each week.